Hello and welcome to another week's Fun Fold video. Today we're going to be making a hinge fold card. I just came across this on a YouTube video and I thought that it was very, very cute. It's actually making use of these fabulous rectangle dies. These are called the stitched nested labels dies. They were bundled with a stamp set called Free as a Bird last year, and they are still available to purchase in the Stamp and Cut and Emboss section of the annual catalog. And it's a series of double stitched dies, and that you can use for a lot of designs for your cards. But I thought this was kind of cute the way it has been scored and folded over. So the other fold, instead of being on the back, it's tucked underneath the inside panel. So I thought that was rather cute. And of course, look how adorable this little seal is. The stamp set I am using is called Freezin Fun. I bought this because of the penguin, because my daughter still loves penguins, even though she's 27 years old. But she still loves her penguins, and so that's why I bought it. But look how cute these little characters are, and they're just having lots of outdoor fun. And I grew up in Montreal, and so I remember having lots of winter fun because we had lots of snow. So whether we were ice skating or we were skiing or sledding, and of course we had our share of building forts and having snowball fights. So I thought this was just a really cute stamp set and a trip down memory lane for me. So yeah, so I'm going to use that same stamp set and just do another card. And I actually put the seal on the inside as well. Very, very, very sweet indeed, and simple to make. All right, so there will be a blog post related to this if you look in the video description below, and you can have the link to the blog post, and you'll get all of the cutting and scoring measurements. So I'm pretty well making the same card, but I've changed up my colors a little bit. So I've decided to bring in, oh yeah, so the papers that I'm using are from the, well, I had them here a second ago. Oh, here they are. Yeah, these are from the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. And this paper I just am absolutely in love with. Lots of different blue colors in here and lots of different snowflake patterns as well. And on the back, it's actually watercolor designs. So it's very, very pretty paper and lots of different colors in here. You've got your blues as well as your purple. You've got the Highland Heather in here. Very, very sweet paper for lots of your holiday designs. So that's the paper I'm using. And so on this card, I actually used one of our in colors, and this is Misty Moonlight, and it matched with this particular design of paper. And then this card is going to be made out of Coastal Cabana. And I've cut some of my designer series paper ready to go. So I did already cut these out. So I used the largest of the dies and then the next one down, because you need to cut two of them. You need to cut your backing piece, which I'm going to do the same color as the base of the card itself. And then I have a piece of Whisper White that's going to go on top. And we're going to be cutting one and scoring the other to make it fit. So I've done that ahead of time. And then you need an inside panel piece, which is typically 4 by 5 1/4. This is Whisper White. Okay, and then I will be doing some die cutting as well. So let's start with your card base. Okay, this card base measures 5.5 by 7.5. So it's half of your entire sheet of cardstock, and then you have to cut off a bit to make it 7.5 instead of 8.5. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to bring out my little scoring board here, because you're going to score this at the regular 4 1/4 inch here. So 4 1/4 is typically what you will score your cardstock, but because it's shorter, you've got a shorter front. You see, you want this to be shorter so that you see the inside of the card. Okay, so that's that done. All right, let's just bring out my bone folder because I want to burnish my edge. Okay, so that's the front of the card. This will go on the inside of the card, and then I cut this piece. This piece is cut to 3 by 5 1/4. Look how pretty that paper is, okay? So I'm going to stick that on right now. Just grab my tape. And we'll stick this on right away. All right. Okay, so what we want to do here now is you're going to take the larger piece, which is in the same color, Coastal Cabana. Let me just grab my trimmer. So the first piece, the larger piece, you're actually going to score this, okay? So just put your cutting blade out of the way so you don't accidentally cut the cardstock, which I have done a number of times. And you are going to line this up at 3 3/4. The very tip of this label die, you're going to line this up at 3 3/4, which is right, no, that's 3 1/2. Be careful. 3 3/4 is right here. Okay, there's 4 and there's 3 3/4. So you line that up, get your scoring blade, and then you're just going to score that. Okay, and then fold it. Okay, now I had put a little pencil mark on there earlier just to make sure I got the right measurement. Let's just erase that. Okay, so that's what you're doing for that one. And now for the smaller piece, you are going to cut this now, and you're going to line it up at 3 1/2 now. So the first one was at 3 3/4. This one is at 3 1/2, and I'm going to cut that now. Cut that piece off. Okay, and this is what you're going to do your, you can either just do a greeting on here, or you can you know, add a design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this little bunny on skis on a separate piece of Whisper White, and then I'm going to cut it out and then mount it with a dimensional. So let me just grab a scrap of Whisper White. Here we go. And I'm going to do this in black. This is our Memento Black ink. Let's stamp that. Look how darn cute he is. His little ears are flying in the wind. Okay, now I've got a little, this is so cute. It's a little stack of snowballs here, and I've got some other snowballs here that we can design with. And then I've got 'Tis the Season to Be Freezin. I think that's a really cute for the inside of my card. And because he is screaming down the hill, I'm going to put this little greeting on the front. It's wee! We are having fun. Okay, so we have to color our little bunny now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out, let's see, I'm going to take out some crumb cake, and I just might do his skis in crumb cake. I remember many years of skiing and taking lessons and going up the mountain on the bus. That was the most fun part. To be with all of your friends. Then we'd take an hour of ski lessons, and then we got to ski for the rest of the day. That was so much fun. Okay, now I got to decide on what color to do the bunny. Let's see, let's make a little gray bunny. So we'll just color him. If you don't want to watch me color, you are welcome to fast forward the video. My coloring tool of choice is blends. I love our alcohol markers. They glide on so smoothly, and they are wonderful for getting shading, so you really look like you're an artist. You buy them as a combo pack of 2 markers. One is dark and one is light. So my preferred method of coloring is to start with the light, and then I go over my areas. Now he looks like he's got a little white tummy in there. He almost looks like he's wearing a little jacket. Get his little toes in there. His little hands. It's the first time I've colored this little bunny. Okay, there's his other little hand there. Or his paw, I should say. Okay. So then I can take the dark gray. This is smoky slate, and then I could add a bit of shading here. I'm going to make his so wherever you think there's a bit of a shadow, that's where you want to add a bit of color. Okay. Okay, now we'll do a little, I think we'll do just a little pink nose. There we go. And let's see, what color scarf shall we give? Is it here? I'm going to make her a little girl. So I'm going to do a pink scarf. A bright pink scarf. Oh shoot, I just did her fur. Oh my gosh, that was a mistake. Well, we're going to leave it like that. Let's see, let's do maybe a green scarf. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh well, we dye our hair all these crazy colors, so why not a bunny? When I first went to my hairdresser, I've been with her for over, oh my gosh, years and years now. But when I first met her, she had bright pink hair. And her natural color is dark, and she had this brilliant pink hair. I met her when she was in her early 20s. Now she's into her 30s now. And no, she doesn't have pink hair anymore. There you go. There's the little bunny. And he's got a little white tail there. So I might just put a little Wink of Stella on his tail. Give him a little sparkle. Okay, and then he's got these little bindings on his feet that I might just do in a dark. It's holding his paws on the, or his feet on the skis, and maybe we should do the ski poles as well. There we go. Okay, we are done our bunny. just set those markers aside. All right, so now I have my die to cut him out. So I'm going to go over to my embossing machine and get that done. All right, here's our little bunny. Look how cute he is. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on him so he pops up from the card, but I won't put him on yet because I need to wrap the tag label around, or the label around. Let me just grab I've got some tiny dimensionals here somewhere. Yeah, here they are. Let's pull these out. I love having both the regular sized dimensionals and the smaller ones too. Okay, so we'll just set him aside for now. Okay, so he's going to go on top of this. So let's figure that out. So he's going to go on there like that. And we'll do the snowballs on the inside of the card. And let me just see. There are some, let's do some snowflakes. Now we could, there's also this kind of snow flourish thing which might be interesting. Let's pull that out and see what we can do with that. Let me just pull out another block. So he's going to come whizzing down the hill, and maybe we'll put a few little flourishes in the background. And where's that little snowflake? Let's mount this on a stamp too, on an acrylic block, I should say. Okay, and let's get out the color Balmy Blue. I love this pale blue. So let's see, we'll put him around here. So let's do this little flourish right behind the skis. So say around like that. Okay, and maybe we'll do a few little snowflakes here and there. Oh, that's just so darn cute. Okay. So that's what he's going to look like. So now I'm going to, I think I'm not going to glue this on yet. I'm going to wrap this around. So now what you want to do is take your inside piece. Is that 4 1/4? No, I need 4 by 5 1/4. This is your inside piece, okay? So I'm going to think about what I want to put on the inside, and then I'm going to wrap this. This is going to go like this. Let me show you. You're going to do this. Fold it over like that, and you're going to glue it to the back of this piece here, okay? And then that will go inside like that, and then this will be opened, okay? So that's the mechanics of how that works. So let's put some more snowflakes on the inside and maybe some snowballs down on the bottom. I always like my inside of my card to be a little bit decorated. Now the right side of this card will show. So the thing to be careful of is that when you do a greeting, I like to have my greetings a little hidden. So you don't want a greeting to stretch right across here and show here. So make sure your greeting is only more on the left-hand side of the card if you're going to do a greeting, okay? Now I've got this, 'tis the season to be freezin', so I can put that in here because it's short. I think I can pretty well put it in the middle here. I'll just offset it a bit. What the heck? There we go. All right, so there's my greeting. And I think I'm going to do a little stack of snowballs down at the bottom. They're kind of cute. And I might do those on my label as well. And then I've got a few little snowballs here I can line up like that. Okay. And let's give these a little bit of shading. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of blue and just cover up where those little marks are. That just shows me where the shading is. Okay, just helps to give the snowballs a little bit of dimension. All right, so that's the inside of my card. Let's close up my ink pad before a disaster befalls me. And black too. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my silicone mat, and I'm going to bring in my tape, and I'm just going to put some tape along here like that. I'm just wrapping the excess tape onto the card like that. Okay, and you want this pretty well in the center of the card. So position this where you want it, and then fold over that back piece and stick that down really well. Give it a good rub. Okay, and now you can put some tape on the rest of the card, and then stick that inside. Okay. Now you want to get this nicely centered in here. There we go. All right, there's your card. Easy peasy. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this to the front on here. Okay, so I'm going to use Tombow this time because I want to, if I have to slip it into place, it's easier if you use the liquid glue. So let's do that. And you want to, I'm going to turn this, you want this to be butted up against the edge here. Okay. Oh, I have the perfect embellishments for this card. Which I'm going to pull out. There are these adorable little snowflake sequins. These, look at these. These are going to be beautiful on this card, to give it a bit of a snowy effect. Okay, so there's that piece. Now I can put my little bunny on here. Take my backings off. That one's being a little bit stubborn. Okay, so he's coming down the mountain, so I'm going to angle him like that. Oh my goodness. He is just so cute. Look at him. Okay. Better watch the tips of those skis. They should be curled up anyway. Okay, there's your card. Now, I'm going to try and get that to lie a little bit more flat. So I'm going to just turn that over and give that a bit of a press here. There we go. well, it's not going to lie flat, but that's okay. The person's going to stand it up on the desk anyway. Isn't that adorable? That's too cute. Okay, so last, let's just put on a few of these little embellishments. I love me some embellishments. Okay, and I'm going to take some of these little stars. Actually, they're little snowflakes. And they're iridescent, which makes them so perfect for a snowy scene. So these are adhesive back, so they're very, very easy to put on. Give them a good press though. And let's put a few on the card here. On the DSP, I should say. Because as this little bunny is flying down the slopes, he is kicking up a lot of snowflakes. There you go. Is that not just the cutest little card? It's probably because of the stamp sets. The stamp set's too cute. I wanted to pull in the other one. Here we go. And this is the one with the seal. Look how cute those cards are. Look how cute. So I'm thinking I might make a set of these cards and give them away at Christmas time as a gift. So I might do, yeah, I'm going to do one with this little, I'm thinking that's a cute little raccoon. Yes, a little raccoon. See his striped tail there? And then there's the penguin. I'll make a penguin one, and then I'll do a set of 4 cards. Isn't that the cutest card? Now you will notice that this one is shorter here because I didn't score it. I scored it. Okay, but I wanted it to be a little bit longer on here. But that's up to you. It depends, you know, where you score that piece. It was the same size die. But I just scored them differently. So it's this largest die here. So you can score it here at the corners, or you can score it in. So it just depends on how long you want that. I hope you understand how that works. Okay. So there you go. There's your fun fold for this week. I hope you enjoy it. Honest to goodness, the stamp set, and it's the DSP that really makes the card, and of course the little glittery snowflakes. So all of the supplies will also be listed on my blog. So if there's anything that you need, you can add them to your shopping cart. I would love for you to shop with me if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thank you for spending time with me, and enjoy the video. Bye for now.